Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been almost a month since the last video was uploaded, but things have been going crazy and I haven't been able to manage yet because it's all new to me and I'm still trying as much as possible. So, where have I been this past month? First of all, I had two exams, my midterm exams for both courses, and let me tell you, the result was very, very disappointing, unfortunately. I will go into details in a bit. I have been also tutoring several students and a lot of undergrad courses, which I believe most graduate students do tutor either for the money or for the experience. So I've been doing that. I've also been proctoring in the university several courses. I believe I proctored 5 times, which is part of my duties as a graduate student. And as you all know, I've been correcting the assignments for my dear students, and the course is, I'm not sure if I mentioned before, it's partial differential equations, which by the way I do not like at all, but I have been assigned to correct this semester's homework, and yeah, it's been taking a lot of time. I just finished correcting homework number 5 right before I started recording. Anyways, back to the two midterm exams which I had this last month. So we'll start with the first one, which was the rings and modules exam. The material was not very difficult. However, there was a lot of things, and I studied for like a week and a half straight, just studying for that exam. I did not study anything else, but unfortunately, I did not do as well as I would have liked to, because I still compare myself and my performance to how I used to do during my undergrad, and so it doesn't seem like I can keep that level as of now. And yeah, it's making me doubt myself, but I've come to realize that most graduate students cannot keep that level. And yeah, I've seen it from my classmates as well, because how I did in this midterm exam, apparently it was above average, but I barely passed the exam, so I am not sure how good that is, but I'll take it as for my first exam. Yeah, so to go into the logistics of the exam, it was an open book, open notes exam, obviously no phones, no access to a computer or whatever, and it was 2 hours. The exam was 6 or 7 problems. I could make a future video going over the exam if you would want to see that. I was able to solve 6 out of the 7 exercises, however, not fully. So I would start the exercise, I would solve a few parts, but I don't believe I solved a whole problem on this exam. That's why I lost a lot of points, but I ended up doing above average, so that's all right. And there's still another exam and a final exam, so I can do better, hopefully. Now on to my other exam, which was the complex analysis midterm exam. I did it last week, and I just got the news of the grade today, and unfortunately as well, I did not do as I hoped I would do, and actually I did worse than what I expected after I did the exam. Because after I finished the exam, I knew that I had 2 exercises that I could not solve out of 6. So I knew I didn't do that well, but I didn't know that I would do this much worse, you know? But again, to my surprise, the class average was in the range, or my grade was in the class average. So yeah, it's nice to know that I'm not the only one. However, as I mentioned, I would have liked to have gotten or done better, because I did study a lot as well for this exam. Now, for the logistics of this exam, it was not an open book or open notes, so we were not allowed to look at anything. We had to know everything by heart, and the exam was 6 problems. I was able, as I said, I was not able to solve 2 of them, so I ended up solving only 4. However, I thought that I've solved them completely. It turns out I did not. I have some few loose ends in most of the exercises that I solved, so that's where I lost more points than I expected. Yeah, that's the exam part. I'm glad I'm done. However, I do have upcoming exams as well. So I got one in 2 weeks, rings and modules exam, and I have another complex exam, but we don't know the exact date yet. So hopefully I will do better. I'm gonna work harder, and yeah, hopefully it will be fine. What else has been going on? That's mainly it from the academic point of view. I did go through some personal stuff which I'm not really comfortable sharing at the moment, so yes, thank you so much for watching, and I will do my best to upload more frequently. Have a good day, and bye.